These are large businesses, and we have looked at farming as a large business with unique aspects of it being family run.
My name is Brandon Batten. Live in Johnston County in the Four Oaks community, and I farm with my dad and uncle as Triple B Farms Incorporated. We're a family-owned operation started by my grandfather and grandmother in the late 70s. He incorporated the business in 1985, the same year that I was born. Today we farm about a 15-mile radius, 800 acres of flue-cured tobacco, corn, wheat, soybeans, some grass hay, beef cattle, and our new crop, industrial hemp.
30 some odd years ago, Kim and I started out very modestly with our farming operation with just a few acres of produce, grading on the back of a flatbed trailer out of a cow trough. As times have progressed, food safety has progressed, customer demands have progressed, we've got into the packing shed business to move our product through and be ready for whatever comes down the road.
Great pressures of the environment itself, from economical to societal to technological to legal, such as tariffs and policies, to the weather. Those create, in many cases, a lot of instances that cannot be controlled by the individual grower. However, it impacts greatly the individual grower's bottom line.
As a farmer, I tend to spend a lot of time working on the production side, the cost of production, the input cost, trying to keep all of that down.
Because it's so easy to get bogged down in the weeds on the farm and running the farm every day, and the problems that we face, it's hard to sit back and think about the future and think about, what's the next big thing coming down the pipe.
We spend very little time in our program addressing what the individual grower or packer or producer may be dealing with in the fields. We trust that if you've lasted as the number of generations that more than likely you've lasted, and you have the number of acres that you are operating in the multiple counties, more or less states, you've got the field stuff taken care of pretty well. And we are trying to figure out how is best to equip the individual participant to go back to their operation and to have the most progressive and effective business management tools possible for them to make a difference, for them to have some control.
Farmers typically focus 99% of their efforts on just growing a crop. Going to this program makes you think of all the other areas of your business that are just as important.
My expectations were blown away. I had no idea that we would be working with the class of people, the class of instructors, the thinkers and really true innovators that I would never have had access to.
And it is through the process of teaching these tools that are very applied in nature and very practical in application of how you would go about utilizing them, that enables the participant to go home and be successful in their operation.
I had this idea. I'd had a drone on the farm for about a year and was using it and collecting a lot of good data and seeing a lot of potential for the possibility of a future business there. But the EFM program really gave me the tools to kind of put that on paper and put it to life. So using the business model canvas, I was able to create a value proposition for a drone business to provide user-based analytical drone imagery to farmers and agricultural interests. So from there, I was able to kind of fill out that canvas, and as a result, I started a business called Flying Farmer LLC. And that really is a product of being in that class and I had the idea. I don't ever know that I would have had the confidence or the tools I needed to get it started and really kind of get it stood up without being in that executive farm management program at the same time.
We learned a lot about value propositions, how to make our commodity more valuable to help our end return. So that got us to thinking, what can we do with our operation to add more value to our crop. And we had a customer that was interested in starting up with the trade squash and zucchini. And instead of just packing in bulk packaging, we are now packaging part of the crop in a retail ready tray, ready to go on the grocery store shelf.
We hear from our participants all the time, whether it be text messages or simple emails or even a Facebook message, and it's generally a picture or a product that they're showing, or they're standing in a field of a new crop that they've never tried to farm before. We know we're making impact. We know we're making a difference, and we know we can help you too if you decide to come and join us.